Welcome to Clearview News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. First, the headlines. Observers react to Lagos Speaker's impeachment, say governorship ambition part of reasons for his removal. Police arrest 27-year-old woman for allegedly attempting to dump a born baby at an uncompleted building in Abuja. Cross River State Police arrest man for allegedly killing his mother with a stick. I am Imefonukun with this and more. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has banned scavengers, also known as Babambola, from operating in the territory. The FCT Commissioner of Police, Olatunji Disu, announced the ban while briefing newsmen after the FCT Security Committee meeting in Abuja. Disu said that the scavengers were allowed to operate only on dump sites located in the outskirts of the city and the suburbs. Meanwhile, all security agencies have been tasked with ensuring that this order is enforced beginning from January 14, 2025. The commissioner ordered that the committee also banned the operation of Panteka Market for 2 weeks beginning from 14 January 2025 across the FCT. Panteka is a market for the sales of fairly used items and scrap iron, including furniture and home appliances. According to Disu, the 2-week suspension was to allow security agencies to profile the Panteka operators. This, is said, will ensure that only legitimate operators of the market are allowed to operate within the FCT. The commissioner also added that the committee had concluded that everybody arrested for vandalizing public infrastructure will be charged to court and tried for economic sabotage, if possible, attempted murder. The federal government says it is working to eliminate grid collapse from the nation's power sector in the long term. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, who disclosed this during a budget defense session before the Senate Committee on Power in Abuja, said efforts of the ministry in the short term are geared towards reducing the frequency of collapses and a 24-hour restoration of power in the event of any such occurrence. We have the details.
For over 15 years, Nigeria has grappled with a cycle of grid failures, peaking in 2010 when citizens endured a staggering 42 instances of being plunged into darkness. Since 2015, Nigeria has recorded a total of 105 cases of grid collapses, a situation that has sparked widespread frustration among residents and business owners scattered across the country. At the Senate Committee meeting on power for the 2025 budget defense in Abuja, a cross-section of lawmakers expressed their concern to the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, about the recent electricity outages across the country. The lawmakers emphasized the urgent need to address Nigeria's electricity challenges and ensure that budgetary allocations translate into tangible improvements in the power sector.
In Plateau State, 70% of the population are without light. That aspect, 2 senatorial districts are without power. And that is we're talking about agriculture. This is the areas that was producing heavy rice. Even milling, ordinary milling, you can't do milling.
This you have ban A. I believe where I live is ban A. I live in Asokoro. And I believe Asokoro is it not ban A? Oh, what ban are we?
It should be ban A.
Asokoro.
Ban A.
I don't think we get 60% light. And secondly, more importantly, cables. There are cables underground. In most cases, they break down, and we use our money to fix the transformers.
My local government, even though we are riverine, even though we produce so much, to the development of Nigeria in terms of oil production. After Oloipri in 1956. In 1957, oil was also found in my local government headquarters, Oporoma, in commercial quantities. And up to today, there is no light there in Oporoma.
Responding, the minister reiterated the federal government's commitment to improving the power sector to serve Nigerians better. He emphasized that no effort would be spared to ensure electricity reaches all parts of the country. The minister expressed optimism that these initiatives would significantly enhance the reliability of Nigeria's electricity supply once implemented.
If you look at our budget, 2025 budget, the total budget that we have here, I will restrict it to capital expenditure. The requirement is just mundane. And we all know the component of required expenditure, which is salaries and overheads, administrative overheads. But for capital expenditure, the total for this sector, which is the ministry and its agencies, is about 2 trillion naira. But in 2025, the focus of the Presidential Power Initiative and other activities of the Transmission Company of Nigeria is to ensure that the grid does not collapse as frequent as it did in 2024. And the issue of vandalization, which was also a major reason for the grid disturbances. We are collaborating and cooperating with the security agencies to ensure that we actually attack these issues and we nip it in the bud to ensure that we don't experience such in 2025.
The committee further announced plans to hold a joint meeting with the Minister of Power and representatives of DISCOs alongside other distribution companies to clearly define areas of responsibility and streamline operations for better service delivery. Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News.
The Senate and House of Representatives have resolved to remove the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAM) from the federal government 2025 budget grant, citing concerns over the board's financial management. This followed the presentation of JAM's 2025 budget proposal by its registrar, Professor Isiaq Oloyede, to the Senate and the House of Representatives Joint Committee. During the session, Oloyede disclosed that JAM remitted 4 billion naira to the Consolidated Revenue Fund in 2024, but received a government grant of 6 billion naira.
We have the sources of IDR, registration of UTME, registration for direct entry, services on e-facility, consultancy, and miscellaneous. This comes to 19,860,000,000. And the federal government personnel grant direct centrally paid is 6,638,550,716. And on that page 13 we have the expenses. And going up to page 14, and remittance, operation surplus remittance to CRF is 4 billion naira.
The disclosure sparked reactions from lawmakers including Abiodun Falake and Senator Adams Oshomole, who questioned why JAM, a supposedly self-sustaining agency, continues to rely on government funding. There were also concerns over JAM's expenditures, including 1.1 billion naira spent on meals and refreshments, 850 million naira on security and cleaning, as well as 600 million naira on local travel in 2024.
Instead of giving us 4 billion and we're giving you 6 billion, take your 4 billion and pay your salaries.
We don't mind that, but
so,
permit me.
Sir, we are not debating this. I'm sorry. Take your 6 billion, take your 4 billion, which you wanted to release, and save yourself and pay your salaries. Give you what your please knows. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, yes.
In 1 year, we monetize
compensations. As a senator, I am not entitled to a personal car because my salary has been monetized. And then you have utility cars. And when we go into the detail, these are cars that the managers will use. They are not in the pool. They are assigned to officers in clear violation of the monetization policy. But if there's something that goes down to level 8, level 9, level 10, level 12, I have no problem. But usually this is something that goes over around the MD, the level 17, level 13, a few privileged people. And what happened to the ones you procure last year, the year before, or 3 years before? What is the depreciation policy, even if we are to assume that they are poor cars? So on the whole, when I look at your expenditure, you spend as if you are in Saudi Arabia. Because the resources that you are drawing is from people who can hardly pay it.
The committee therefore called on JAMB to justify its spending and reconsider its reliance on government grants to sustain its operations. To raise a new generation of transformative leaders in Nigeria and Africa, I lead a subset of the John C. Maxwell Foundation dedicated to empowering young leaders through values-based leadership development. We'll be training over 500 teachers and trainers to impact over 1.3 million youth in schools across Nigeria. With the theme, Driving Transformation Through Leadership and Character, the Teachers Training Workshop for educators, school owners, principals and teachers is aimed at fostering a better understanding of the elite curriculum and its impact on behavior and character for leadership. The peer-to-peer monitoring program is scheduled to be held on 15 and 16 January 2025 at GSS Area 10 Kariki and GSS Kwakwalada respectively. There are insinuations that former Speaker of the Lagos House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, may be linked to his touted ambition to become Lagos State Governor in 2027. During the presentation of the 2025 budget to the Lagos Assembly by Governor Sanwo-Olu in November 2024, Obasa said he did not lack the experience to contest the governorship race in the state in 2027, though he noted that he had not given serious thought about becoming the next governor, as was already being speculated. His comment also came amid speculations that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Sheyi, might be eyeing the governorship position in the state, a speculation that had been criticized by the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the state. Meanwhile, the APC in the state dismissed speculations of political influence regarding the speaker's removal. The state publicity secretary of the party, Sheye Oladejo, said the development remains an internal affair of the legislative arm of the Lagos State House of Assembly. However, the deputy chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Lagos, Tay Benedict, said Obasa's impeachment was not unexpected, saying the ex-speaker's potential to contest the governorship election in the state was a threat to some cabals. He declared that Obasa is a full-fledged Lagosian and his interest in the governorship of the state was the beginning of the whole episode. The 52-year-old Obasa represents Akeke State constituency, won and has been the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly since 2015. Obasa, who was on his third term, is considered the longest-serving Speaker in Lagos and indeed Nigeria.
We have to embark on the mission to the blackmailers who have to embark on the mission to distort and redefine our mission. Let me state it unequivocally here. Our intention is to promote our party on the platform of mandate. Also, becoming governor is secondary. It is something that I have not given a serious consideration. Nevertheless, that does not mean I am too young or lack experience to run, whereas those who have been before me are not better off.
Change is inevitable. The members of the parliament today has decided to change the leadership of the House. And you know the Constitution...
To brief them about what happened at the House of Assembly yesterday to seek their blessing, and which we have gotten. Thank you so very much.
On whether the state will be prosecuting Obasa based on the allegations of fraud, Sanwo-Olu's head Akosile said since it was the assembly that accused the former speaker, it was still left to the lawmakers to handle such. At a plenary, the former speaker denied allegations of financial recklessness, describing them as politically motivated. For generations now, rivalry between wives and their in-laws over who will be of more importance to the husband has been on the front burner. Just recently, the viral video of a lady asking her husband's brother to leave their matrimonial home sparked a major debate among social media users. In the video, which was originally shared on popular social media platform TikTok, the young man was seen ranting after his brother's wife ordered him to leave their matrimonial home. In the video, the woman's voice can be heard as she tells the man to leave their home because he eats their food every day and is hindrance to their privacy.
Yeah, you have to leave this house.
Why should I leave the house?
You are leaving my husband's house.
Look, imagine what my brother's wife is telling me. Imagine what my brother's wife. I will put this on social media. Let people judge it.
You stayed in abroad for 15
and so
years.
what? And so what?
Your day is over. Please, you have to
my own brother. No one them can simple.
Don't you have
no, my brother can simple.
Can't leave my husband's house.
I will put this on social media. People, the kind of wife my brother got.
The viral video has once again brought back the age-long battle of supremacy in most homes. In an interview with Clayview News Desk, some residents of Abuja Metropolis shared their thoughts on the issue.
When a woman married to a man, he has not married to that man alone, he married to both the family of that man. The same way, if a man married to a woman, you have not married to that woman alone, you marry also to the family of your wife. So, and according to the Bible standard too, that man comes from a family. So you cannot just come one day, either as a man or a woman, and say, yes, he is mine. And I have them that the family must no longer have must not have their way, or must not have anything to do with that man, or must not have anything to do with that woman. No, it's not done. That is not the way God established it from the beginning. But you know, as a result of situations of life, people will say maybe as a result of the behavior or character or the attitude from the in-laws, the woman may try to behave herself. But a godly woman, let me put it like that, you need prayer to guide your home. When you marry, you should know that you have to secure your home, your family. Part of your home is still your in-law. So you pray for them, pray for your husband, pray for the in-law, and make sure that as much as possible, bring peace to the family of your husband, or if your husband too should try to bring peace between you and your family.
When you are a man, the day you marry a wife, automatically you should show your people that yes, I am now a man, I am outside you now, that your own now has become an extended family to me now. Because when a man marries, the immediate family becomes the number one. The father, the mother, the siblings become extended. So whatever that has to do with the family of the man is the marriage. And you should let them know that, look, now there is a kind of a border or boundary now between you and my family and my marriage. Yes, if they feel like maybe telling their son, who is the husband, anything, they are free to tell the man. But the man has the right to also filter whatever the family has told him to avoid confusion, lacuna in the marriage. So that because the prayer of the family should be peace and success for their son and their daughter-in-law. So the man sometimes has the hood of the issue to balance the equation.
Once a man gets married, the Bible says he shall live and cleave to his wife. So definitely it should be the wife that should be the one that owns the man. The in-laws, not that he's going to do away with the wife and with the in-laws. At least there should be a decision between him and the wife concerning the in-laws. So I feel it's the wife that should own the man. The in-laws, they are there to guide the man. But the decision of whatever they want to do should come from the woman and the husband. So it's their decision that the in-laws should take, whether the maternal or the paternal, whichever.
It's a matter of understanding. If the both families have understood that they've come together to pursue a career or to form a family, because in Christ's teaching, he talked about the church. You see, and that at the end of the day, we should present a family, because he's going to present us to God. So I think there will a blameless church. So from my own perspective, I'll look at it that we should look at it from the point of Christ, that we are one as a family. There should be no issue of supremacy.
I think the wife owns the husband more, because I believe when you're married, the family should allow you guys to enjoy your life, because both of you are trying to build up, yourselves. You understand? Because just like what she said, the brother should understand, because they don't need to tell him that these two people need privacy. Sometimes you see some family when they invite maybe their mom or their brother, they don't allow them to stay too long, maybe like 1 week or 2 weeks, because if they stay too long, they start seeing some defaults, is either from the wife or from and you can't change what both of them are enjoying, because I think they both understand each other. They know how to, tolerate whatsoever that comes in, and they'll just, instead of third party to come in, they know how to sort things out.
The debate still continues. Do stay tuned for more perspectives on this issue. A man, Matthias Amunde, has been arrested by the Cross River Police Command for allegedly killing his mother with a stick in the Obudu local government area of the state. According to an interrogation video shared by an Instagram user, the suspect, alongside an accomplice, smashed a stick on his mother, dragged her body outside and threw it inside the well. The suspect, while being interrogated in a police station, noted that his accomplice fled after they jointly threw his mother's remains inside the well. Confirming the incident to journalists, the State Police Public Relations Officer, Irene Ukbo, noted that the case will be referred to the command's headquarters for further interrogation. Similarly, a 27-year-old woman identified as Suwaiba has been arrested for allegedly attempting to dump her born baby at an uncompleted building at Tipa Garage in Kwakwalada Area Council of the FCT. A resident of the area, Liu, said the woman never knew that some vigilantes who were on patrol in the area were coming after her when they suspected her movement during the odd hours until she got to the uncompleted building where she dropped the baby. Aliyu said the vigilante immediately apprehended her and asked her to carry the baby and follow them. A member of the vigilante identified as Ayuba confirmed the incident, saying the baby has been handed over to the Social Welfare Department of the council. The spokesman of the FCT Police Command, SB Ade Josephine, is yet to react to the incident as at the time of filing in this report. If you are just joining us, you are watching the news on Clearview News Desk. We'll be back after this break. Stay with us.
We break the news.
This is Christ Embassy.
Recollect, we were the first to break this. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf of Kano State has approved the appointment of 3 second-class emirs. And this?
Erasmus is the most successful program of the European Union to support education and youth.
And this?
Fubara is not an ungrateful person.
And more.
Tension is currently mounting in Rivers State. The planned arraignment of Yaya Bello
across our platforms. Subscribe now and you will be receiving our notifications and never left out as the news breaks on Clearview.
Welcome back. The police have arrested Fatima Odiale, who inflicted razor blade wounds on a 10-year-old boy for allegedly stealing 600 naira. The Ogun State Police Command spokesperson CSB Omolola Odutola, who disclosed this in a statement in Abeokuta, explained that a delegation from the National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, Obada Oko Abeokuta, led by the coordinator Moses Olakbaji, reported the incident on Monday. She explained that the delegation brought the case to the station with a student of a private school who had serious cuts on his hand. When questioned, the boy revealed that his guardian, Odiele, from the housing area of Obada Oko, had caused his injuries. Odiele was arrested and admitted to using razor blade to inflict the wounds as punishment for stealing 600 naira to buy ice cream for his friends. The police spokesperson said that the Commissioner of Police had ordered immediate investigation into the case, describing it as child abuse. And that's the news. But before we go, a recap of the top stories. Many observers reacting to the impeachment of Mudashiru Obasa, a speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, said the news did not come as a surprise, considering the controversies which had trailed him in recent years. A 27-year-old woman has been arrested for allegedly attempting to dump a born baby at an uncompleted building at Tiba Garage in Kwakwalada Area Council of the FCT. We also told you that a man, Matthias Umunde, has been arrested by the Cross River State Police Command for allegedly killing his mother with a stick in the Obudu local government area of the state. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Imefonokun.